Well, again, welcome to your latest forecast from the Met Office. A lot of cloud cover in many parts of the UK through the rest of Wednesday, but there will be some warm sunshine, temperatures higher compared to recent days. Warm air wafting across much of the UK through Wednesday. A cold front, though, close to the north of Scotland and fresher air there for the far north. However, most places will be dry. A lot of cloud cover for Scotland, northern England, parts of West Wales, Northern Ireland and southern areas. That cloud thick enough to give some drizzle for western hills of Scotland. More prolonged rain just skirting the far north of the country for a time. But cloud breaks for eastern Scotland, for much of eastern and central England, as well as East Wales, and where we see cloud breaks, temperatures fairly widely 15, 16, 17. Could get an 18 or 19 given enough sunshine through the central part of the UK. And into Wednesday evening, it continues dry for most, but it turns wet and windy for the far north of Scotland, Northern Isles into the Western Isles, and then the Northwest Highlands seeing some persistent rain, gales near coasts as well. Further south, increasingly cloudy skies, and because we've got this relatively mild air in place, temperatures really won't drop that far at all. So a mild start to Thursday, but a grey start in many places. Just a few cloud breaks to the east of any hills, and to the far north of Scotland as well, some sunshine. But for central parts of Scotland, thick cloud once again. The wind's easing for a time, but it's a wet day to come for the central and west Highlands, parts of the Western Isles. Further south, we keep a largely cloudy day in place, and it's certainly cloudier compared to Wednesday. As a result, temperatures not quite as high, but still fairly mild, 15, 16, perhaps 17 degrees if we get some cloud breaks in the east of England. The best of sunshine, though, will be for Shetland, for a time at least, before the wet and windy weather then pushes north on Thursday evening across the rest of Scotland. It does clear through, though, and then we're back into this cloudy and occasionally damp but mild airflow for the start of Friday. Temperatures really not falling that far at all overnight. A broad warm sector, that's what it is, a slice of relatively humid Atlantic air covering the country, and with the isobars tightening together south of this low pressure, it's going to be a blustery start to Friday. Wind and rain sweeping into parts of northern and western Scotland, some heavy and prolonged rain for northwestern Scotland and the higher ground in particular, an inch or two of rainfall through Friday. That wet weather then sinks south across Northern Ireland into northern England and North Wales by the end of the afternoon. Ahead of it, we keep largely cloudy skies again, but a few breaks are still possible for parts of eastern England in particular, and where we get breaks in the cloud, once more temperatures up into the teens. But behind the cold front for the north of Scotland, it turns colder, and we'll see blustery showers and quite a keen breeze returning here behind the persistent wet weather. That's all for me. You can find more details on the app and via the Met Office social media channels.